like just take us through just kind of the progress this team has made so far for this camp.
I'd say as a team, guys are a lot closer. We have a lot of experience in a lot of different areas, and not to say that there's not work to be done. There's always work to be done, but I think that we have a lot of experience in a lot of areas, and I think we're in a better spot than we were this time last year. And things that we're cleaning up are a little more, I guess, minor, schematic-wise and whatnot, just because, like I said, there's all that experience in all those different positions. So I'm really encouraged and excited for what we got going on.
Dabo talked about last week about sort of the energy with this team. Feel like last year he felt like he had to set the tone, and this year it's more player-like. Can you just maybe elaborate on what that's been like?
Yeah, I hear him talk about teams in the past that have done special stuff, and he said like he had to pull those guys back. Kind of felt that a little bit this year because guys want to go, and he's kind of got to rein us in a little bit, which is a good problem to have. I really think that it's a good sign, and like I said, it gives me a lot of confidence and it makes me happy about what we got going on.
Is there a player or two that you maybe feel like is kind of the ringleader of that, who's kind of taking that initiative?
Honestly, the thing I love the most is that there's guys every position group, every side of the ball who are bringing the energy. Like I know Wade's very vocal, Sammy's very vocal, Tyler Venable's very vocal, Peter's very vocal, TJ's very vocal. Like those are just defensive guys that I could name you off the top of my head. On offense, you got Tristan, you got Walker, you got Cade in the backfield, you got Adam in the backfield. Like you got guys like TJ, Wesco on the outside who are just like everyone's bringing the energy at every position group, which is awesome when you got leaders at those groups.
A lot of times we see players take like their biggest jumps in their development between year one, year two. Does it seem like maybe you guys as a position group can do that under Matt Luke in his second year?
I really just think that focusing on fixing problems that we have day in and day out. Like I do think that having another year with him and kind of knowing the expectation has helped us a bit. But I still think that the mentality remains the same. We got to address problems as they come about. The standards don't change.
You guys have lost your last two openers. Obviously, that's a goal of yours. Just talk about the preparation of specifically week one. Obviously, it's a big opponent, but just what it would mean to win that game given the track record of the last 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, every game counts. Our preparation should be the same no matter who we're playing. Like there's no change in preparation, whether that's up or down. So I really think that guys just taking every game as the biggest game of the year, I think that will really, that's the mindset we need to bring.
Dabo complimented the intensity in the scrimmage last week. I guess what you see from that aspect, and what does that say about this team's focus?
Yeah, like I was talking about earlier, I think that he's kind of having to rein guys back a little bit. Guys are really flying around out there, which is, like I said, an amazing problem to have. So I really think that having guys on the defensive side of the ball pushing really hard makes the offense go harder if the offense is dragging, and vice versa. So I really think that the dynamic that we have going on right now is phenomenal.
TJ, when we're talking about sort of defensive intensity and that sort of elevating you guys on that side, just what has that been like? What has Allen brought up? Any sort of examples where you've been like, man, that Tom Allen guy is pretty intense?
Yeah, I think that he brings a lot of energy to their sideline. Like you can hear him on the field, which is good. But also, too, he energizes the players. Like all the defensive guys really believe in him and the scheme that he brings about, and they're playing very, very, very hard and trying to please him. So that makes us have to go harder, gives us a better look, and iron sharpens iron, basically. So.
When you look at someone like Elijah Cogan, obviously had his season cut short with the injury. How has he looked physically and just overall heading into year two? What are your expectations for someone like him?
Yeah, I think that he hasn't let that injury set him back one bit. I think that he's still just as eager to learn. He's moving out there great. He was out there today repping next to me. It was awesome. And I think that he also too has taken it as a challenge, just trying to be a guy who's versatile. Like he used that time not as just time to rest, but as time to learn the game better. And I think that now he's able to plug and play at a lot of different positions, which will help us quite a bit.
Sweeney, you talked about some freshmen that have been able to kind of play immediately in that talent, just understanding the game like that's not normal. He listed you in that group along with several others. Talking about Amari Adams, just what have you seen from that freshman, just how he's kind of progressed so far?
Yeah, Amari is definitely a special player. I think that the way he moves, and also too the way he's able to comprehend the game is very advanced. And I'm very encouraged by what I see from him day in and day out in practice. And like I said, us being out there and pushing him and him being out there and pushing us, like it makes everybody better. So it's really awesome.
How would you assess how the first team offensive line